Every Sunday she prayed for forgiveness, kneeling in the last pew of the old Pine Ridge church where the wooden floors creaked under the weight of secrets no one dared speak. Her fingers trembling as they squeezed the rosary that had once belonged to her mother, her lips whispering silent pleas that God might wash away the sins she kept returning to night after night. Sins shaped like a broad-shouldered cowboy with storm-gray eyes who had walked into her life the way a wildfire sweeps, across dry prairie, grass, sudden, unstoppable, and changing everything in its path. Her name was Lila Mae Dawson, the rancher's daughter known for her dutiful nature and quiet strength. And for years she had done everything right, everything expected, until the night she met Colt Remington at the county fair, that rugged stranger leaning against the corral fence, with the moon casting a silver line along his jaw, the kind of man who made good women forget their own names. She hadn't meant to fall into his arms, hadn't meant to let one kiss turn into a secret that became a ritual. Every night she slipped from her warm bed, wrapping a shawl around her shoulders, as she dashed across the moonlit fields to the abandoned barn where Colt waited with the heat of longing in his eyes, whispering her name like a promise too dangerous to keep. Every night she told herself it would be the last, that she would walk away before dawn, yet each time his touch pulled her back, each time her soul burned a little, brighter and a little more recklessly against the world she had always lived in. Pine Ridge was a town of rumors and whispers, and though no one yet spoke her truth aloud, Lila felt the weight of it every time she stepped into the church, every time Pastor Granger spoke of purity and righteousness, every time she caught the gaze of her father, stern, traditional and fiercely protective, who would never understand how a woman who had been raised right could fall for a cowboy, carrying shadows of his own, a man with a past that rode behind him like a trail of dust. Colt had once been branded trouble, drifting from town to town, working with cattle, horses, anything that kept him moving. But Pine Ridge had stopped him in his tracks, and Lila had made him want roots, want redemption, want to be more than the mistakes that had chased him across every county line. Yet their love was a ticking clock, a storm rolling in slow but relentless, because every night they lost themselves in each other, and every morning she returned home, wearing a guilt so heavy, it nearly dragged her to her knees. Still, when Sunday came and she prayed, Lord, forgive me, her heart ached with the truth she couldn't escape. She didn't want forgiveness, she wanted Colt, wanted the fire in his kiss and the freedom in his arms, wanted the version of herself she only dared to be when she was tangled against him in the dark. And as she rose from prayer that Sunday, she felt something shifting inside her, a realization